Hello and welcome, it's Blue Juice. Today I have a little bit of a tutorial that I'd like to show you guys. Just a little game mechanic that I found, very unique. So whenever we activate this, you see that it's actually not using any bone meal. I haven't really tested this out, I've never seen this before. It's a very good feature, I think that it's great, but actually if you watch, we put that down and it starts to use the bone meal, but it doesn't use it unless we're doing it. This makes it perfect for an auto tree farm. Now I've seen some semi-automatic farms come out, and I've seen some automatic farms that are way too complex, but I myself haven't had really any luck with bigger ones because they don't work on realms, and I haven't had any luck with smaller ones because they don't do enough. So I figured I'd build my own just based on this concept alone, and this is what I came up with. Actually, it's all fully automatic. We have a push wall for a room, we have an automatic detection center, and we still have used that same idea with the bone meal, just to go ahead and run it. So actually, if we switch this lever, we can just sit here, hold this down. Now, the only thing that I have seen to be an issue is it can take some time. Because you don't have any crusher arms that are willing to move any of the wood, you're really just kind of stuck burning through bone meal. But the farm is fully automatic. It's not very efficient, but it definitely does the job, and if you need to AFK or anything like that, it's 100% AFKable. And if you need a large supply of the bone meal, just get a skeleton spawner and you'll get plenty of it. Okay, and to start building this, you're just going to need 2 sticky pistons, 60 pistons, about a stack of redstone, it's probably more like 50 or so, 8 redstone repeaters, 1 lever, 2 hoppers, 2 chests, 22 glass, 64 blocks of iron, 4 observers, 1 grass block, 1 dispenser, and 8 quartz slabs. There's also the option to do stone buttons, but I'm going to talk to you about that later on. Okay, so to start, we're actually going to make our push-up mechanism. So what you want to do is place your sticky piston with a grass block on top of it, come back with 2 standard blocks, and then you're actually going to want to drop down a little bit behind this side and put 1 observer facing downwards just like that. And you're just going to place a piece of redstone with a repeater going from there and a repeater going from there and a lever. So now whenever we activate this, if a block is there, it will push it up. Okay, now next they're going to do is just place our iron block with an observer running into it, and then that's going to be our dispenser circuit. Just going to throw that there, and we need to make an activation just so that we can actually use the unit. So we're going to pull it forward just like that, place a sticky piston with another observer running into it like that. We need to flip this one back around. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we just run the redstone right underneath it. So when we activate it, it will push that out. Boom, boom, boom. Now we're getting activation. Alright, so next we just need to make a 5-high stack of pistons. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. There we go, and we just need to power them. So we're actually going to take another observer, place it going facing into this, and then we're just going to come out 1, 2 blocks, and then come up 1 block. Now, oh, we did this too high. Let's place it 1, 2, and then come up 1 block, and then we're just actually going to go ahead and place some redstone repeaters. Oh, I left them down here. Let's see, we can throw that observer away now. 2 redstone repeaters, and the front one is just going to be on 2 ticks. Now we're going to be able to place this here, and we're going to come back from this dispenser. We're going to come back 2, and then we're just going to place 1 little solid block right there. We're going to place our redstone coming up, 2 more with a slab on the end, 1 with a slab on the end, and then we're just going to need to place 1 more slab up here for it to follow up. Redstone the whole thing, and now you have a fully working circuit to push it out. So if we have a block here, which will be a log, it will lift and push it out. It's pretty sturdy. I haven't had any issues. I was trying to make it so that it would actually push out the whole tree, but we can get a 5-high one. Now, the most important thing we don't want to forget is we need to place a topper on this so that the trees don't grow too high. If you get a big tree, it's going to break the whole thing and it's not going to work. Alright, and the last thing, we just need to run a hopper from here to here, and then we just need to run a chest, which we'll grab that right there, across here so that we can still access it. Now, another thing we need to do is just take this and make a full load of glass walls just to keep this contained. Now, I am not certain that this helps everything, but from my testing, it's helped the efficiency to make sure that it just comes back and doesn't put too many leaves in there so that it has any problems. Now, this is where you would then use your 4 buttons. I have had where trees will grow leaves right in front of you and you can't place anymore. So what I do is I just place 4 of these buttons right here, so that way leaves cannot spawn in there. Okay, and next we're just going to make our piston pusher wall. We're actually going to make this 11 long. Yes, you can make it 13 long technically, but it would end up costing you more pistons in the long run to make a feed tape for it to go around. So we're just going to make ours 11 strong. That being said, just make sure that it is lined up with your other pistons. And for the next part, you just need to build up underneath this by 1L, so down like that. And then you just place your redstone torch. You're going to come off of that redstone torch with a solid block. And then we're going to just make a repeater come out of this. There we go. To pull power from the block. Now, then we just need to come underneath here, just by 1, and put a layer of these blocks down, and then just skip a row and place another one. This will be how we do the redstone lines to power the piston wall. You're just going to place redstone across the whole thing. So next we just need to power them. So we just put a block on each one. We're just going to run a redstone repeater across it. And then we just need an elevator circuit. So these can be solid blocks. And then you can just run up by 1. And then up by 1. And then up by 1. So you only need 4 of these technically. But then you just run the redstone right on up. And now, whenever we place a block here, it will push the whole thing out. So you end up collecting all your stuff. So let's just go ahead and give this a test and we'll talk about the efficiency. Alright, and if you take a look here, we just switch it on. The dispenser is just adding up, it's not using any bone meal, and you just hold it down. And as soon as a tree grows, we will get it to expand and move over. Look at that, nice and smooth. It's very stable, like I said. It's not the most efficient design, but it's very hard to break this. I've tested it on a server, but it wasn't very heavily bogged down. If you do have any problems on servers, just let me know. But if so, you should be able to potentially just slow it down. If you have any trouble on a server, just bring it back down to like maybe 1. And then once you place it back down, of course, it will not let it put any until this is pushed out of the way. It won't use them whenever it's not doing it. But that will it won't use any while it's using it, but sadly it will decrease the efficiency. Now, speaking about the efficiency, there are a couple things that I think we could do to increase the efficiency on it. I think that glass is the biggest help. If you place a couple layers of this glass right here, then it helps, and then that's really all you need to do. I had mine pretty much fully decked out to keep all leaves spawning to a minimum. Now, that being said, if you have too much of it, too much of it there, then it will not let you continue. So if you're gonna have the leaves, make sure they're on this side. You don't want them to be on this side, just because you're over here. Now, that being said, it will not increase the efficiency a bunch, but it will help. You see, it's already improved it a little bit. Just figured I'd leave that in for you just in case. Okay, so after some testing, I put about 500 bone meal in this unit and ran it until it was dry. I didn't measure the amount of oak saplings. Oak saplings shouldn't be something that you're going to struggle to find. You can always put some hoppers underneath here and it'll catch most of them. But the bigger thing is, we were able to get about 150 blocks or logs of wood. Now, that's not great, considering we put 500 into it. That's about a fifth or 20% of the output from the input, so that's it's not very extensive, but like I said, if you get a nice bone farm, you should be fine. Even a modern fish farm where you've just got the magma blocks underneath it will definitely put out enough bones to keep this up and running. It's the only tree farm that I find reliable. Like I said, you can always slow it down for servers. I just put it on 2 at minimum, and it's already proved to be enough. But thank you guys for watching. I don't normally do these redstone videos, so if you do like it, make sure to like it and share it. Be sure to check out, I've got a world download below if you feel like looking at these a little more in depth and maybe messing with the efficiency. If you've got any ways to improve it, feel free to let me know. Just make sure to let me know. Drop it down in the comments below. And of course, if you like seeing quality content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you can get notified when I put up videos. If you're not aware, I do have a Discord that's also going to be linked down below. Join, come talk with us. If you have any questions about this, you can always drop in. We've got a Redstone chat. Just DM me or or ask in the chat, and someone in the Discord can help you. But until next time, guys, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.